There was a man who came to court two sisters who were twins. But their father said, "You may not have them in marriage until or unless you can guess their names." Manawi the man guessed and guessed, but he could not guess the name of the sisters. The young woman's father shook his head and sent Manawi away time after time. One day, Manawi took his little dog with him on a guessing visit, and the dog saw that one sister was prettier than the other, and the other sister was sweeter than the other. Though neither sister possessed all virtues, the little dog liked them very much, for they gave him treats and smiled into his eyes. Manawi failed to guess the names of the young women again that day and trudged home. But the little dog ran back to the hut of the young women. There he poked his ear under one of the side walls and heard the women giggling about how handsome and manly Manawi was. The sisters, as they spoke, called each other by name, and the little dog heard and ran as fast as he could back to his master to tell him. But on the way, a lion had left a big bone with meat on it near. And the tiny dog smelled it immediately, and without another thought, he veered off into the brush, dragging the bone. There, he happily licked and snapped at the bone till all the flavor was gone. Oh, the tiny dog suddenly remembered the forgotten task, but unfortunately he had also forgotten the names of the young women as well. So back he ran to the twin sisters' hut, and a second later, and this time it was night, the young women were oiling each other's arms and legs and readying themselves as though for a celebration. Again the little dog heard them call each other by name. He hopped up in the air in a fit of delight and was racing back down the path to the hut of Manawi when from the brush came the smell of fresh nutmeg. Now, there was nothing the little dog loved more than nutmeg. So he took a quick turn of the path and sped to where a lovely kumquat pie is set cooling on a log. Well, soon the pie was all gone, and the little dog had lovely nutmeg breath. As he trotted home with a very full belly, he tried to think of the young women's names, but again he had forgotten them. So finally the little dog raced back to the sister's hut again, and this time the sisters were readying themselves to be wed. "Oh no," thought the little dog, "there is hardly time left." And when the sisters called each other by name, the little dog put their names into his mind and sped away, absolutely and resolutely determined that nothing would stop him from delivering the precious two names to Manawi right away. The little log spied some small fresh kill on the trail, but ignored it and vaulted over it. The little dog for a moment thought he smelled a curl of nutmeg on the air, but he ignored it and instead ran toward home and his master. But the little dog did not plan for a dark stranger to leap out of the bush and grab him by the neck and shake him so hard his tail almost fell off. For that is what happened, and all the while the stranger shouted, "Tell me those names! What are the names of the young women, so I may win them?" The little dog thought he himself would faint from the tight fist about his neck, but he fought bravely. He growled, he stretched, he kicked, and finally bit the giant stranger between the fingers, and the little dog's teeth stung like wasps. The stranger bellowed like a water buffalo, but the little dog would not let go. The stranger ran off into the bush with the little dog dangling from his hand. "Let go, let go, let go of me, little dog, and I will let go of you," pleaded the stranger. And the little dog snarled between its teeth, "Do not come back, or you won't see morning ever again." And so the stranger escaped into the bush, moaning and holding his hand as he ran. And the little dog proceeded to half hobble and half run down the path of Manawi to Manawi. Even though his pelt was bloody and his jaws ached, the names of the young women were clear in his mind. And he limped up to Manawi, beaming. Manawi gently washed the little dog's wounds, and the little dog told him the whole story and the two names of the young women as well. Manawi raced back to the village of the young women, with the little dog on his shoulders riding high, dog's ears flying like two horse tails. When Manawi reached the father with the names of his daughters, the twin sisters received Manawi completely dressed to journey with him. They had been waiting for him all along. That is how Manawi won two of the most beautiful maidens of the Riverland. And all four, the sisters, Manawi and the little dog, lived in peace together for a long time to come. Crick, crack, crowd. Now the story's out. Crick, crack, crun. Now the story's